to the Ozark Music Shop Live. We are here once again for our final episode from the IBMA World of Bluegrass in Raleigh, North Carolina.
It's a little sad.
It is actually really sad. I'm so tired. I'm like conflicted about it. I'm sad that it's over, but I'm also looking forward to having my feet up, and I'm going to take...
IBMA is one of those events that you plan and you're getting excited for, like the whole last part of the summer, and then it's finally here. We got to the very end of it, and now we're exhausted, but it's going to be a little sad to have it gone. We've got to wait a whole year to do it again.
That's right.
But in the meantime, we do have a lot of other festivals that we're going to be doing some of this stuff at. So if you haven't already liked and subscribed to the Ozark Music Shop on YouTube, Facebook, make sure you do that. Also go to the Acoustic Shop page and you can get all that information. Make sure you subscribe, share it with other people, because we're going to be doing a lot more of this. And it's pretty cool. These are some of them impromptu events, like that last group from Estonia. That was incredible, Curly Strings. That was just one of those things unplanned. And if you weren't a subscriber, you missed it.
You never get to know. So anyway, we're going to put things out with a huge bang here tonight. These are all great friends of ours. We think they're some of the best guys in the whole world and are so glad that they agreed to be on the stage with us. And we're going to get them to do this right after this. But right after this, it'll be Sideline. So thanks for joining us on Ozark Music Shop Live. Over 30 years ago, we were touring the world, my brothers and my father, and we got to see a little bit of everything.
Then we decided to come off the road and settle down in Springfield, Missouri and open a music retail store.
And ever since then, we've had some of the coolest instruments and even cooler people come through the door.
Now we have cameras that follow us everywhere we go, so you can see exactly what it's like to be at the Ozark Music Shop.
It's sound of whippoorwill makes me feel at home. Smell the black smoke in my cabin with a cold chain whistle moans. Always roam these hills where the miners stand alone. They're out there in those caverns written there on cold black stone. Black coal will be the death of me. It ain't no mystery. Sound of the hammer swinging in the mine. Hear the echo of the rail and the coal cars as they grind. Long steel rail they roll through the mountains as they drill. Snow melts and cold wind blows through the cabin black coal chills. Black coal will be the death of me. It ain't no mystery. Black coal will be the death of me. It ain't no mystery. Ooh. Growing up as a musical family was always awesome.
We grew up with instruments in the home. We grew up playing with people at festivals and camps and jams.
Dad would go to these old record stores and spend hours going through the different records.
That sense of community that music brings, there's nothing that can replace that group of people. They're like family once you start playing music with them, and it's an amazing thing. You're making music, making an art form together, collaborating to make something that was bigger than any of us were. The first guitar that I ever got that was all mine, I still have to this day. And I remember when I got it home, it gave me this ability to play things that I had never played before. And I think the best part about now working with other customers is now I get to watch that same thing happen. I get to connect them to an instrument. Then I can be able to send them home with a guitar, a banjo, mandolin, whatever it happens to be that is going to help them make the most of their abilities. What simply started out as a music store has kind of turned into a support group where we provide that sense of home and community to everyone that comes through the door.
Something we found through being on stage, being the student, and now being the ones teaching and selling the instruments is there's kind of ripple effects that happen. When you send a guitar home with somebody, it's not just for that person, but then that ripples out to their family, and then they find other friends that are playing music, and then that brings together a whole new community where it's just, there's not one thing done in isolation, but it all has these ripple effects that music can continue to spread through these families and the communities. And it's so cool to be one part of that ripple.
Now the greatest feeling is when these people come back after years and they're bringing back their own kids, they're bringing back other family members. And now they're putting together a whole new nucleus of musicians and creating a whole new community. It's like we've gone from where I started and we're getting to see it go even further with more generations, and hopefully that continues throughout the rest of, life.
Welcome back to the Ozark Music Shoppe Live. We are here with the biggest, craziest, wildest band ever to exist.
Wow,
in
is that
Bluegrass.
true?
That's you. Did you know that?
Well, I know we were the biggest.
That's the big man.
It's the big man right here. No, so glad to have you all with us, and you guys be with us too. Sideline has been taking the bluegrass world by storm for the last, 6 years now?
9 years.
9 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Where did time go?
And where did time go? and we've been hanging out with almost all these fellas in various different, there's three newer ones, but I've been seeing the three on this ends in the middle here for many, many years.
Yes.
Me and Steve and all us boys, we hung out a lot back in the day.
I knew you guys when you wore suits.
Steve taught me how to be a
That was
bluegrass
Dad's idea.
all-star, and I wasn't very good at
Right
it.
here in Raleigh.
Yeah, it was fun.
Tiernan Oak Irish Pub, yeah.
That's right.
You
We
became
did-
an all-star.
That's right. He told me I was, and I didn't believe him, and it wasn't true. But I enjoyed it anyway. It's been awesome to see you guys doing so well. You guys keep putting out albums.
They're going to be coming to our neck of the woods down
Are
in
they?
November. Is that correct?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right. We are having. I totally forgot. That's how tired I am. They're going to be in Springfield, Missouri in November. I
Part of
believe it's
the
the
Ozark
4th.
Acoustic or Ozark Music Roots concert series. That's
Correct.
going to be awesome.
They're going to be here with us, so that'll be more fun. We will go crazy. It's going to be awesome. We're going to eat so much food. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be great. Anyway.
I'm there.
So anything new going on with you guys? Got a new project coming out?
No, we've actually just started putting together material, listening down, it's so hard to
Going through
get
demos?
the right 12 perfect songs to gel together. So we've been listening, and we got one or two picked out anyway.
So you guys hold out for perfect songs. We just went for okay.
We put them all in a hat and just pulled.
That's how we did songs.
It's a good idea, maybe we should.
You should think about doing it that way. Yeah, throw wet paper towels at the wall. I got you. That's a good idea.
You know, fortunately for us, we've been really busy. It's been a busy year, and we really haven't had the time to just sit down and focus on recording. We hope to start on that process, and you know, usually we book the date so we know when we have a deadline to meet, we get it all together.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Sure enough.
Needs
Well,
some pressure.
and it's been good because 2022 has actually allowed people to get out there and tour again, and
Yes.
you guys have been taking full advantage of that, and good for you because
Yeah,
that was a
probably-
tough run for a while.
Probably 130 dates this year. So
Wow.
a lot. Yeah.
That's great.
At least diesel fuel's expensive.
Yeah, at least that.
At least you got that.
Good for
We have
you.
that going for us.
Cost of everything's gone up, so that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Thank you
glad.
guys so much for making the time to be part of the show again. You were here last time we were here in 2019
Yep.
Yeah.
and blew the doors off, and great way to end this whole
That's
event
when we
for us.
announced that these guys were partnering up with us, and we love
Yes.
having them on our roster of acts, and you guys are great. We just love you.
You guys are too. I know we were able to stop by your shop a couple years ago.
Yep.
And, or last year, I guess it
Yeah.
was.
I think it was.
And we certainly appreciate what you guys do for us and what you guys do for the music. This shop you have is wonderful. Your music shop, your TV show. I mean, it's great.
Thanks.
Y'all
Thank you.
promoted a whole lot.
Thank you so much.
I'm proud of you guys.
Well,
man.
I'm
Yeah.
proud of you.
Yeah.
I love you guys. We're so glad to have them. And again, we're going to let them pick for you right here, and then they'll be back for one more after that. But for right now, how about another song from Sideline, everybody?
I grew up in the country and the backwoods on the farm. Raised on beans and cornbread, but we were poor by far. We had little money, but we didn't have a car. Friday nights we'd hitch a ride out to Jesse's barn. So break out filling bras and nothing bold. Grab your partner and your do-si-do. On and on we would go till the brand new day would dawn. Swing it to the left, swing it to the right. Promenade and dance all night. Didn't have much, but we had all night out in Jesse's barn. One night after we married, we had a little fight. Went on for a couple of days, and I don't know who was right. So we went out for a walk one night, but we didn't go too far. Found what we were looking for out in Jesse's barn. So break out, fill them bras and up the bowl. Grab your partner and your do-si-do. On and on we would go till the brand new day would dawn. Swing it to the left, swing it to the right. Promenade and dance all night. Didn't have much, but we had all night out in Jesse's barn. Now a lot of years have passed and gone, and Jesse's gone away. I'm still being left us, but I miss him more today. Sometimes late on a Friday night, well off, but not too far. You can still hear the music playing out in Jesse's barn. So break out, fill the bras and up the bowl. Grab your partner and your do-si-do. On and on we would go till the brand new day would dawn. Swing it to the left, swing it to the right. Promenade and dance all night. Didn't have much, but we had all night out in Jesse's barn.
there's more pretty girls than one.
Mama talked to me last night. She gave me some good advice. She said, son, you better quit this rambling all around and marry you some sweet loving wife. There's more pretty girls than one. More pretty girls than one. Any old town that I ramble all around, and there's more pretty girls than one. Down that old long lonesome road, hang down your pretty head and cry, 'cause I'm thinking all about them pretty little gals and hoping that I'll never die. There's more pretty girls than one. More pretty girls than one. Any old town that I rambled all around, and there's more pretty girls than one. Than one. More pretty girls than one. Any old town that I ramble all around, and there's more pretty girls than one.
And we're back. Thank you guys for joining us here on the Ozark Music Shoppe Live. I want to thank these guys for being with us. They were awesome. They were awesome. They're not awesome anymore.
That's because we joined them.
They were awesome. And no, it's been great. We are looking forward to having them again. If you're watching this from the Springfield area or Missouri, they will be with us in November, and we'll have all the
ticket
details
details
on that
soon.
very shortly. Yeah, tickets will be on sale. I want to thank our sponsors one more time because they've been awesome. Eastman Fretted Instruments, D'Addario Strings, Thompson Guitars, as well as the Walnut Valley Festival in Winfield, Kansas, and Gallagher Guitars and Peterson Tuners, as well as our great friends over here at Ear Trumpet Labs with the microphones. It has been awesome. I hope you guys have enjoyed this.
A real special
if you did,
thanks.
let us know.
Yeah,
Put
real
in the
special
comments.
thanks to IBMA, because this is
Yeah.
an event this size takes a lot of people working on it. So if you guys out here see any of the folks from IBMA, thank them for all the hard work. And if you're at
Yes,
home,
exactly.
you can become an IBMA member and help with the grant that they give for the international bands coming over. Get online, go to ibma.org and check all that out.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, I want to thank everybody who's been with us the entire week, all the bands, all the fact. You know who I really want to
crew.
thank? I want to thank our crew. We brought a crew here that's been running the cameras and doing all this stuff. They have not complained more than 10 times, and I'm really proud of them for that. And no, they've been awesome, and they do a great job. So again, thank you all so much, and we will see you next time. We're going to get out of here with an old standard. One more big hand for Sideline, and thank you guys for letting us join you.
There's a well-beat path on this old mountainside where I once
in those Blue Ridge hills far away, where my mother and dad, they are lay there to rest. They are sleeping in peace together there. Oh, I love those hills of old Virginia, when those Blue Ridge hills high and low. When I die, won't you bury me on a mountain, far away in my blues-bound home? I return to that old cabin home with a sigh. I've been longing for years gone by. When I die,